I'm 74 years old. When my son called that day, I already knew he was going to ask me for something. Mom, could you help out at Sarah's parents' house with some housework? Just 10 days a month or so. I said yes without thinking. Because that's what mothers do. Sarah's parents had a big house in a nice neighborhood. Her mother started giving me orders the minute I walked in. Dishes, laundry, bathrooms, grocery shopping. I did it all quietly. My daughter-in-law's reputation was on the line. And my son had asked me to do this. After the first month, my son handed me an envelope. Mom, this is for your time. I'll give you this every month. There was $100 inside. As I took it, something inside me collapsed. Is this what my labor is worth? Is this the money that passes between a mother and son? But I didn't say anything. I knew my son and his wife were struggling. The kids' activities weren't cheap and they had mortgage payments. Second month, third month. I kept going to Sarah's parents' house. My back hurt so bad I had to use heating patches every night. My knees ached constantly, but I endured it. That's what mothers do, right? One day, Sarah's mother said to me, "Hey, Dorothy, today I need you to organize the closets. I've got way too many clothes." Dorothy. She never even asked my name. She just called me Dorothy. My name is Margaret Chen. That day, while organizing the closet, I threw out my back. The pain was so severe I collapsed right there on the floor. "You okay? Well, you should probably head home for today." Even as she asked if I was okay, she told me when to come back next week. I just nodded. When I got home, I called Sarah. "Honey, my back is really hurting. Could I maybe take this month off?" "Mom, that's going to be really difficult for us. My mother is counting on you. She's relying on you, and if you back out now, what's that going to look like for us?" There was irritation in Sarah's voice. Her words made me feel guilty again. Okay, I'll go back." After I hung up, I sat there for a long time. How did it come to this? When did I become so small? Then one day, disaster struck. The landlord of my rental apartment disappeared. It was a scam. $20,000, my entire life savings, gone. With shaking hands, I called my son. "Michael, something terrible has happened. I lost my deposit. The landlord took everything. What am I going to do?" "Mom, we're struggling too. You're going to have to figure this out yourself. We can't help you." The moment I heard those words, my world crumbled. I had spent my entire life for my son, and he told me to figure it out myself. Sarah was just as cold. "Mom, we're barely making ends meet with the kids. You need to take care of your own problems." I didn't sleep that night. I had nowhere to go. No money left. Eventually, I went to the community center. A counselor looked at me and said, "Ma'am, would you consider becoming a home care aide? We can help you get certified for free." I was 74 years old. Learning something new at this age scared me, but I had no other choice. "Yes, I'll do it." I spent a month training to become a certified home care aide. It was hard at first. My mind didn't work as fast as it used to, and keeping up with the younger students was difficult. But I studied hard. I passed the exam. That's how I got my first assignment. A woman named Dorothy Williams. Dorothy was 76, 2 years older than me. She lived alone with no children. Her apartment was small and old, but clean and tidy. "Come in." Dorothy didn't talk much. Her eyes seemed guarded when she looked at me. I started the housework carefully. Cleaning, preparing meals, helping Dorothy with her bath. She didn't seem to appreciate my help. "I'm fine. I can do it myself." "Dorothy, please let me help you. This is my job." About a week in, Dorothy spoke to me for the first time. "Margaret, do you have children?" "Yes, I have a son." "Does he treat you well?" I couldn't answer. I didn't know what to say. "I don't know. I'm not sure." Dorothy smiled sadly. "I wish I'd had children. But looking at you, maybe having children isn't always such a blessing." Those words hit me hard. 1 month, 2 months. Dorothy and I grew closer. She enjoyed the meals I cooked and sometimes told me stories from her past. About working as a seamstress when she was young, about someone she had loved. I started sharing my own stories too. About my son, about working at Sarah's parents' house, about losing my money to a scam. After hearing everything, Dorothy said, "Margaret, your son is wrong. This isn't your fault." "No, Dorothy. I'm not good enough. That's why." "No. People need to stand up for themselves with everyone, even with their own children. Those words sank deep into my heart. About 6 months in, Dorothy's health started declining. Her cough got worse, and she could barely eat. When I took her to the doctor, he looked serious. There isn't much time left. You should prepare. Dorothy was calm. I understand. Margaret, let's go home. Back at home, Dorothy made a request. Margaret, there's an envelope in the desk drawer. Could you get it for me? I opened the drawer and pulled out the envelope. It said, Last Will and Testament, on the front. I had my lawyer keep this. When I die, I want it given to you. Dorothy, what are you saying? Margaret, I don't have any family. I don't have much, but I want you to have it. You've been family to me. Tears filled my eyes. Dorothy, I was just doing my job. No, you gave me your heart. Do you know how precious that is? So take this, and live your own life. Stop worrying about your son's approval. Dorothy closed her eyes and passed away peacefully. The community center helped arrange the funeral. It was small, with hardly anyone there. I cried in front of her photo for a long time. A week later, the lawyer called me. Is this Margaret Chen? The deceased left a will for you. The will included Dorothy's apartment and her savings. $80,000 in total. And there was a letter. Margaret, use this money to get yourself a place. Do the things you want to do. You don't owe anyone anything. Live with dignity. Love, Dorothy. I cried reading that letter. My son called. Mom, I heard Dorothy passed away. What happened with her estate? Michael, that's none of your business. Mom, what are you talking about? Of course it's our business. Use that money to help us pay off our debts. No. For the first time, I told my son no. Mom, what did you just say? Michael, I am not your housekeeper. I have my own life. From now on, I'm going to live it. Mom, are you out of your mind? That money belongs to us. No, it doesn't. I earned this. Dorothy gave this to me as a gift. Sarah grabbed the phone. Mom, do you know how hard things have been for us? We've been counting on you, and now you're doing this to us? You two need to figure out your own lives. I can't help you anymore. I hung up. My hands were shaking, but my heart felt light. I used Dorothy's money to rent a small studio apartment. And I put the rest in savings. The counselor at the community center asked me, Ma'am, will you continue working as a home care aide? Yes, I will. I like this work. I was assigned to a new client. This time, an elderly woman with dementia. It was hard work, but I did it with all my heart. Because this was my job now. One day, I got a text from Michael. Mom, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I treated you terribly. I thought for a while before responding. Michael, I'm okay. But from now on, I'm living my own life. You need to live yours too. Let's not depend on each other. Let's each live well. He texted back. Okay, Mom. I understand. But I'll stay in touch sometimes. Yes, let's do that. Now I work 5 days a week and rest 2 days. On my days off, I go to a singing class at the community center and visit the library. I've made friends. Yesterday, I wrote out my own will. When I die, my estate will be donated to the community center. For Michael, I'll leave just one letter. Michael, I was happy. I lived as myself until the very end. You live your life well too. I love you. I understand now. You don't owe anyone anything. Just because you're a mother. Just because you're old doesn't mean you have to make yourself small. What Dorothy gave me wasn't money. It was the courage to take back my own life. Today, I'm going to see another client. Walking with my own name, my own choices, my own 2 feet. 74 years old. Margaret Chen. My life is just beginning.